I am super proud of my Vietnamese and Chinese heritage, and I think I've become more proud because of a lot of these different things that I've been through. I'm Pham, morning anchor on Up with KREM. Let's talk. So I'm Vietnamese and Chinese. Both my parents have a little bit of both, but my dad remarried, and so my stepmom is Hispanic, and so my brothers and sisters are half Vietnamese and half Hispanic. We also just kind of joke, our family is like a huge melting pot. Something that viewers might not know about me is that I actually have deep roots here in the Inland Northwest. My family immigrated to Bonners Ferry, Idaho from Vietnam in the early 80s. And actually, we were on the front page of the newspaper in Sandpoint, Idaho, and it said, "Welcome boaters." But we actually flew by airplane, but it was actually, this is the area where my family came to America to. When I was growing up in Seattle, it's just super diverse, my family's super diverse, and so the idea of like racism and like hate, I never really felt that growing up. There are several moments, I would say, towards adulthood that I kind of realized that, oh yeah, people don't see me the same. And I think for me, the biggest moment was in college. I was on the men's rowing team. And it's not a really diverse sport, but I got into it and I loved it. It was at the end of the season, like we did a group activity and we all sat in a circle, and our coach handed out blank pieces of paper, and she asked us to write one thing that describes that person. You know, we would write things like, "You're funny, you're awesome, you're cool, you know, so positive." And I got mine back, and there wasn't anything that really stood out. It was like, he's kind and he's quiet. But then there was this one that really stood out to me, and it just said that you're brown. And that's when I really knew that I was like, wow, these people don't see me the same. Just a couple of months ago, we were having a celebration for a fellow coworker here, and everyone was gathering, and I was driving downtown and there was some jaywalkers. And of course, I'm like, there's jaywalkers downtown all the time, so I'm just like, I slowed down, and I wasn't gonna hit him, but I like slowed down, and all of them kind of like surrounded my truck and started yelling at me and cursing at me. And I was like, I just rolled down my window. I was like, I'm sorry, like I was slowing down so you could cross the street. And that's when they threw their food inside my truck and at me and said, "Go eat your effing rice." And that was really hard, because I had to then go to this party with all my coworkers, and I just remember the room was silent. And I wanted to go home, but I just felt like I should be around other people. I think for future generations, I think everyone just wants to be accepted. You know, no matter what you look like, what you believe in. And I think in 20 years down the road, I think we all just need to do better about just like accepting people for who they are and what they do, and not what they look like or what their background is.